Welcome back. Tyler, Waco, Beaumont, Corpus Christi, San Angelo, Bryan, College Station, the list goes on.
Longview, Abilene,
Keep
Killeen,
going,
and Port
yes.
Arthur.
Hey, we know that we have a growing audience and we're delighted, so hopefully you'll come back and tell all your friends. And as you can see, joining us for today's Daily Viewpoint, the voice of DFW Talk Radio, perspective and point of view that matters, our own radio talk show host, Mark Davis.
No pressure, guys. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's talk. Jan Brewer. You've heard that name in the news. Arizona receiving a lot of praise today after her veto on Wednesday of the controversial bill that would have allowed business owners to discriminate. So, question, Mark Davis, did she really have a choice here?
Of course she did.
Okay.
And I can't read minds, so it was either the money, the risk of the Super Bowl pulling out, so she was bullied, or she buckled under the pressure that she was going to look like a homophobe, or she really, in her heart, thought that it was the right thing to do. I cannot possibly comment on which of the three it is. All you can do is go with what has been done. So since we are awash in how grateful everyone is and everybody thinks it's just the greatest thing since sliced bread, let me give you the contrarian view.
Sure.
Without an ounce of homophobia and without any disregard for anyone. Everyone frames everything through the notion of, do you like or not like gay people? Or do we want to be nice or unkind to gay people? Or how do we feel about biblical, Bible-believing Christians? Do we like or not like that? None of that matters. Only one thing mattered in this, and that was if you are in Arizona and you have a business, a wedding photography business, a cake business.
A private business.
A private business. Do you have the right as a business owner to believe that what Leviticus says is true in the Bible and act accordingly on it and respectfully say, gosh, guys, can't do the gay wedding? Do you have that right?
But where does it start? Wait a minute.
At which point?
Anyway, don't you?
I beg pardon?
When you have a private business, something like that.
But they're getting sued. They got sued. They did this, and they were getting sued right and left, being compelled to take part in a ceremony that was antithetical to their religious views.
But Mark, where does it stop?
Right there.
Come on.
Right there. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with
I can turn
race.
you away for being a homosexual.
Right.
Then the next thing, because Arizona obviously has done things with Latinos and the whole immigration issue. I mean, where does it stop?
Okay, what would the basis be for saying, to hanging a big sign that says no Latinos? That would be bigotry.
But
that
you
would,
know
that
what?
Would be,
I mean, in
but there's the
Arizona.
thing. Well, I understand, but there would be
Okay.
no basis for that. There is a scriptural basis for this. That
But
we
I'm
can
just
agree
saying,
or
you
disagree
open the
with.
door for, okay, you don't allow gay people in there. Who says no one's going to say, oh, and by the way, gays and Latinos and, oh, Jewish?
Because there's no basis for that.
There is also
There's
something
no
in the
basis for
Bible
it at
that
all.
says, love each other as I love you.
absolutely.
So how could a business owner why would a business owner even have to say, I'm turning you down because this is a homosexual union?
Because
why
that
don't
is
you
their...
just step away and turn it away as a job?
Okay, I get you. Just say, I'm busy that day or something. I got a lot of calls that said that this very morning because they'd be lying. And it's kind of funny.
They aren't lying, they're being polite.
Well, okay, that's a very good
White
point.
lie.
Don't we all do that? It's
Respectful.
called tact. It's
They
called
turn black people down and Hispanic people down all the
But
time.
you know, but wasn't it wrong
if
if somebody was black or Latino or gay or Jewish shows up and they go, oh, I'm sorry, we have a contract on this house. They don't have a contract on the house.
Exactly.
They turned you away because you're black. That would be terrible. That would be bigotry.
That's
That
what
would be
it does all
lying.
the time.
That would
That's
it does,
what they
and it's
do.
wrong. So what these businesses need to do, where there is no basis for turning away business based on race, none. There is a scriptural basis for saying no to photographing the gay wedding.
Okay, so now you use the Bible?
Yes. Hello. Yes. Somebody absolutely has the right to do
They're trying to
that.
make discrimination
And
legal.
But here's the funny thing about discrimination. Does the NAACP discriminate because you don't get white people in there?
There's
There
white
are
people
a
in the
couple.
NAACP.
No, they won't even. You know what? They'll let liberal. They won't let conservative black people in.
Have you ever tried to join it?
They take me. Does a Jewish book club discriminate? When the Methodist doesn't get it. Discrimination is not in and of itself a terrible thing.
I think here's the bigger
It's
issue,
not.
though.
No,
If
it's
you
not.
are a
Yes.
private business and you are not taking any kind of public funding at all, you are on private property conducting private business, don't you have the right to conduct business as you see
You do
fit
up
with
to a
whom-
point, because
every-
as Rebecca and Phyllis are saying, you do not have the right to say black people not allowed. Of course not. I mean,
But you open the door when you start with that.
enough
Whether
about the
it's
open door. It opens the. Here's with the door that opens. Can we open a door that says people on their sincere religious beliefs can be protected from being sued? That's a door worth opening. If the next thing you want to do is say, okay, how about no Latinos, no Jews, no black people? We don't open that door because that's bigotry, and this is not.
And you don't categorize it the same.
Not in the least.
All I can say is
Not in the least.
Okay. Do we have time for the
Go
next
to
topic?
Arizona, Mark.
Very quickly. Okay. Texas primaries. Let's skip right to Texas primaries. The point of the matter is, which are the hot races that you're paying
Okay,
attention
here's
to?
big stuff. Because first of all, are we hearing some political commercials? Oh my God!
Already.
And they're all
And they're
campaigning
also-
against
I know,
Obama.
and they're getting
running
really
against
mean in the
Obama.
home stretch. It's like everybody who's in third place for anything is suddenly panicking.
Yeah.
It's no longer good enough to
Here
say
comes
vote
the
for
mud.
me. It's my opponents are all, the Antichrist and scoundrels in various ways.
We've heard it before.
But you know what? We're not even done. March 4th is the primary. We're not done. We're going to have a runoff for lieutenant governor that probably features Lieutenant Governor Dewhurst and Dan Patrick, unless Todd Staples or Jerry Patterson can make some big last-minute leap. We're going to have a runoff for attorney general, featuring, one would suppose, Dan Branch and Ken Paxton. And that means we're going to have a lot more ads all the way till the 27th of May, I want to say. I know. Woo! And so that's it's going to be interesting. And then one thing that will be, but then Greg Abbott and Wendy Davis will have safely, officially become their party's nominees. And so that one will begin in earnest. And so it's just a big political year, and it's just going to be a party every day.
A lot of fun.
It's gonna. I love it. I mean, I'm a junkie for this kind of thing, and here in these final days, it has been kind of interesting. In the AG race, Mr. Smitherman's running some ads against Mr. Paxton. In that District 16 with the incumbent Mr. Corona and his challenger Don Huffines. Oh, it's getting a
Oh,
little
that was
tense.
nasty.
Oh my! A bunch of Republicans are trying to win District 10 to be Wendy Davis's successor. That one's all been pretty clean so far. But there's just so much to be determined in a fascinating political year, and we're playing it out every day on the radio and every morning on this fine radio station.
Exactly.
7 to 9 a.m.
That's just a
Just
taste
turn on the TV.
of
Cameras in the studio to watch this spectacle. I don't know why this works,
just
but
a
it
little
does.
taste.
Exactly.
Astute
God.
political assessment you can get on the Mark Davis Show. You can catch Mark's show on 660 a.m. from 7 to 10 a.m., right? And if you want to watch the show, you can do that, as Mark said, right here on KTXD, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m.
You can call and agree. You can call and disagree. You can call and go, You
think
can do
so?
whatever-
Hey, wait a minute. You got to
whatever
get that. You
like.
got to go.
Oh no! I don't need to be doing that.
We're not going to open that door.
You can do that. I can't.
Not
It
gonna
would
open
be
that
wrong.
door. All right, coming up next on the Texas Daily, some jobs require much more strength and fitness than others. So how do firefighters and police officers get back to work after an injury? Okay, we're going to take a look at a very special rehab program right here in North Texas designed to do just that. Coming up next. Stay here. You're watching The Daily.